How to fix D3D11 Compatible GPU error after AMD driver update. Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, we are tackling a critical graphics error where your system suddenly claims your graphics card is not compatible with DirectX 11. During our investigation, we noticed that many gamers encounter this issue right after updating their AMD graphics drivers, which causes games like Dead by Daylight to refuse to launch. The error pop-up explicitly warns that a D3D11 compatible GPU with feature level 11.0 and shader model 5.0 is required to run the engine. Teknobalta's analysis revealed that this problem is often triggered by broken signature enforcement, driver conflicts, or system confusion between dedicated and integrated graphics. We tested every potential fix in our lab to build this comprehensive, step-by-step repair guide. Follow our instructions closely to restore your GPU functionality without losing system stability. Step 1. Apply the AMD Pixel Clock Patcher fix. Our testing showed that the most direct solution for this specific error after an AMD driver update is patching the kernel signature checks. When you update drivers on certain AMD cards, such as the RX 500 series, Windows may silently reject the driver signature, causing the engine to fail. Downloading and running the AMD Pixel Clock Patcher, also known as AMD Patcher, resolves the D3D11 compatibility warning immediately by patching the driver signature enforcement. Step 2. Disable integrated graphics, iGPU in BIOS. If your processor features an integrated GPU, the operating system might be routing the DirectX 11 engine to the onboard chip instead of your discrete graphics card. We recommend restarting your computer and pressing Delete, or F2, to enter the system BIOS. Locate the primary display settings and disable the iGPU completely so that Windows is forced to use your dedicated AMD card. Step 3. Perform a complete driver scrub with it. When an over-the-top driver update corrupts DirectX feature-level recognition, a standard uninstallation will not clear the registry remnants. You must download Display Driver Uninstaller, known as the, to completely strip out the conflicting AMD display drivers. Our diagnostics confirm that running the removes lingering adapter profiles and prepares the operating system for a clean, stable driver installation. Step 4. Boot into safe mode for driver cleanup. To ensure the operates without interference from active system processes, you should always execute the cleanup inside safe mode. Hold the Shift key while clicking Restart in Windows, then navigate to Troubleshoot, Advanced Options, and Startup Settings to boot into safe mode. This prevents Windows from locking graphics registry keys and allows for a 100% clean uninstallation. Step 5. Disable automatic Windows driver updates. During our lab tests, we found that Windows Update often downloads and overwrites newly installed AMD drivers in the background. To stop this behavior, open Advanced System Settings and navigate to the Hardware tab. Click on Device Installation Settings and select No to prevent Windows from automatically replacing your preferred graphics driver. Step 6. Install the recommended WHQL AMD driver. After cleaning your system with the, avoid installing beta or optional driver packages. Visit the official AMD support portal and download the latest WHQL certified driver specific to your graphics card model. Certified drivers offer the highest stability for feature level 11.0 and shader model 5.0 compliance. Step 7. Perform a factory reset during driver setup. When launching the AMD software installer, select the Additional Options drop-down menu on the setup screen. Check the box labeled Factory Reset to force the installer to clear any remaining custom shader caches and profile settings. This guarantees that DirectX 11 feature sets are initialized with default, uncorrupted parameters. Step 8. Verify DirectX feature level support. You need to verify that your operating system correctly recognizes your graphics card's hardware capabilities after the driver installation. Press Windows key plus R, type DXDiag, and hit Enter to open the DirectX diagnostic tool. Navigate to the Display tab and check the Feature Levels section to ensure 110 or higher is explicitly listed. Step 9. Update and repair DirectX end-user runtimes. Even with a functioning driver, missing DirectX runtime libraries will trigger compatibility errors when launching Unreal Engine titles. Download the DirectX end-user runtime web installer from the official Microsoft website and execute the setup. This tool replaces missing or corrupted D3D11 DLL files across your operating system. Step 10. Repair Visual C++ redistributable packages. DirectX 11 games rely heavily on Microsoft Visual C++ redistributables to communicate with your graphics hardware. Download the latest all-in-one Visual C++ redistributable package covering years 2015 through 2022 for both x86 and x64 architectures. Run the installers and choose the repair option to fix any broken software dependencies. Step 11. Configure high-performance graphics in Windows. Windows 10 and Windows 11 feature an independent GPU preference controller that can override game settings. Open Windows Settings, navigate to System, then Display and click on Graphics Settings. Add your game executable to the list, select Options, and set the preference to High Performance to lock it to your AMD GPU. Step 12. Force high performance in AMD software. In addition to the Windows configuration, you must instruct the AMD driver to prioritize performance for your target application. Open AMD Software Adrenaline Edition, navigate to the Gaming tab, and locate your game profile. Set the graphics profile to Gaming and disable Surface Format Optimization to prevent shader model conflicts. Step 13. Clear the AMD shader cache. Corrupted shader caches from a previous driver version will cause DirectX 11 initialization failures upon launch. In the AMD software interface, go to Settings, select the Graphics tab, and scroll down to the Advanced section. Click on Perform Reset next to Shader Cache to purge old graphic instructions from your local storage. Step 14. Repair corrupted system files with SFC and DISM. Core Windows operating system files that manage hardware abstraction can become damaged during driver updates. Open Command Prompt as an administrator and execute the command sfc/scano to repair system integrity. Once completed, run the DISM Restore Health command to fix the underlying Windows component store. Step 15. Fix post-patch FPS drops and stuttering. After fixing the D3D11 error with the Pixel Clock Patcher, our testing showed that some systems experience unexpected FPS drops in games. This performance degradation occurs because power profiles reset during the patch and driver reinstallation process. To resolve this, open your AMD Performance Tuning panel and increase the power limit slider to maximum. Step 16. Set Windows Power Plan to Ultimate Performance. An active power-saving profile will throttle PCI Express bus speeds and degrade GPU rendering consistency. Open the Control panel, select Power Options, and choose either the High Performance or Ultimate Performance Power Plan. This ensures your AMD GPU receives uninterrupted power delivery during heavy DirectX 11 gaming workloads. Step 17. Disable Ultra-Low Power State ULPS. AMD cards utilize a sleep feature called ULPS that can cause lag and driver crashes when waking up for 3D applications. Open the Windows Registry Editor and search for the registry key Enable ULPS. Change the value data from 1 to 0 and restart your system to turn off this problematic power state completely. Step 18. Disable Fullscreen Optimizations. Windows Fullscreen Optimizations can interfere with how DirectX 11 exclusive fullscreen mode engages with your graphics driver. Right-click the primary executable file of your game, select Properties, and navigate to the Compatibility tab. Check the box labeled Disable Fullscreen Optimizations and apply the changes. Step 19. Check PCIe slot configuration and power cables. Hardware power delivery faults can mimic software API compatibility errors if the GPU drops under load. Shut down your PC, reseat the AMD graphics card in the top PCI Express slot, and ensure all PCIe power connectors are securely attached. A clean hardware connection prevents voltage drops from interrupting feature-level reporting. Step 20. Reverify game files on Steam or Epic Games. Finally, the driver update crash may have corrupted the engine configuration files inside your game directory. Open your game client, navigate to your library, right-click the affected game, and select Verify Integrity of Game Files. This downloads any missing DirectX installation scripts and ensures your game boots smoothly. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.